What is up, App Nation? It is Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.com, the place you go when you want action-packed content related to growing your app downloads and your revenue. We've been in the game since 2011. We want to help you grow your downloads and, more importantly, help you build a profitable business. And in this free ASO course, we're going to go through the complete list of things that you need to get done, you need to optimize to increase your organic downloads. They're so key to a profitable business because you don't always want to be paying for those downloads. You don't want to rely just on the paid marketing channels. So I know what you're thinking. What the heck is App Store optimization? Or as you've been calling it, ASO. And I know what you're thinking. Why do we need another acronym? In simple terms, it just means App Store SEO. Just like Google on the web has their own algorithm to show you the best search results when you're Googling something, each app store, Google and Apple, have their own algorithms and their own way of showing you the best apps when you search for anything in particular, such as meditation or fitness. In fact, Apple reports that 70% of App Store visitors use search to find apps, and 65% downloads that occur directly after a search on the App Store. And lastly, 50%, we're going to talk about Apple search ads too, but Apple search ads convert at a 50% conversion rate, showing you the importance of organic downloads and making sure that you're ranking for the keywords that you absolutely want to rank for. So let's dive a little bit deeper into ASO. First and foremost, it is part algorithm and part user. What I mean by that is obviously we're going to share some tips in later videos on how you can hack the algorithm. So we know how to get into the top search results for certain keywords, but you also want to think about your user. And what that means is really thinking through how your user is going to find value in your app. Are they going to keep coming back into it? Because just getting those downloads and ranking really high for a keyword is not going to lead to a profitable business. So think algorithm plus user. Number 2 is the long-term impact. Any good, sustainable app marketing strategy is going to have ASO because you don't always want to pay for your downloads. You don't always want to rely on Google, on Facebook, on the video ad networks to push those downloads. You want to make sure you're driving some good organic downloads. And you look at some of the top apps out there. They've built a brand, which is the number 3 point. They've also get a lot, thousands upon thousands of downloads just on pure organic downloads. And you're starting to see some of the bigger players out there, such as Amazon, Yelp, and Spotify, really starting to optimize their App Store listings so that they start ranking for those terms that they're targeting in their app title. Which brings us to number 3, which is all those apps that I just mentioned, they're also good at building a brand, and it's going to be key. Back in the days, I used to say, hey, you want to target low traffic, low competition keywords because that's going to really help you drive downloads. And while that is important still, especially in the early days, you have to start thinking about building a brand. And I point to a couple of different clients that I've personally had that have done a great job of building a brand. And they've been able to drive hundreds of downloads and eventually to thousands of downloads just relying on the brand name that they have. I'll give you a few examples. Playlists, Unplug, Slumber. These are all great apps that are related to what they do, but also rank for a really high traffic keyword, such as Playlist, Unplug, and Slumber. And number 4, lastly, obviously, I think this is all DIY. Now, I know some of the advanced black hat, gray hat tips out there, but for the most part, to get to the 101, we're going to be sharing all the tips and tricks that you need to know to do it yourself so that you can start driving downloads, free organic downloads for the app that you put so much heart and energy into. You don't want it to be just living in the app graveyard. You want people to use it and obviously for you to start earning money from it. So stay tuned. This complete course is going to guide you from zero all the way to the 101s out there, giving you the inside secrets on what's working today in 2021. All right, guys, stay tuned for part 2, where we're going to cover all the different factors that help you rank for your target keyword. So stay tuned for that. And if you don't want to miss any of this content, including our well-viewed YouTube live streams that happen every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific, where we'll take a look at your app and give you our no holds bar feedback on the app. So go make sure you hit subscribe and hit that bell button so that you get notified anytime we go live. All right, guys, if you want to check us out, go check out appmasters.com as well. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.